Hello guys, welcome to learning microcontrollers. Guys, today I'm gonna show you how to set up a PIC16 FA777A microcontroller. In the last video, I introduced this microcontroller to you. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to set it up. So let's get started. Like we go to buy an Arduino on any website, or you go to any store or shop, you get the Arduino in this form. There are female headers, there is a whole board setup, you also have the power cord. But when you go to buy a PIC16 FA777A, there is a different story. Boards like this, Arduino type boards, we love them. They are easy to use and great to function. But when you go to buy a PIC, you get this in this form. Now so many questions arise in your mind that how to make it work, where is the board, where is the pin labels, because we are very familiar with Arduino, that's why we don't give much interest in PIC. But let me today clear all these questions for you. So we start up with buying a PIC. That when we go to buy a PIC, you don't buy a PIC alone. You first select a PIC16 FA777A, then you buy 22 picofarad capacitors. You need to buy minimum 2 of them, but you will get a lot of them in cheap price, so buy a lot. That's what I suggest. So we need 2 into 22 picofarad capacitors. Third thing, we need a crystal. PIC16 FA777A supports crystal from 8 to 20 megahertz or even a 4 megahertz as well. You can buy any of this. 1 into crystal of your choice. And the third one, we need female and male headers. I suggest you buy both of them. And the fourth thing, you need to add to your cart a 10K resistor. One 10K resistor is enough for one board, but you may buy a lot of them. They're very cheap. And the last thing, and the most important thing, that you have to buy only one time, PIC Kit 3. PIC Kit 3 can burn like PIC 10, PIC 12, PIC 16, PIC 18, PIC 24, PIC 32, all of these family. You only need one PIC Kit for all of these microcontrollers, so you have to buy this for once only. So you need to buy a PIC Kit 3 as well. Here you go. This completes our cart. That's what we need to get started with the PIC microcontroller for the new persons from a scratch. So now let's see. There are 3 methods to set up a board. One thing is the breadboard. We are well familiar with breadboards. You can see a breadboard. Another one is the Vero board. That's a bit advanced version. And the last one is a professional one, PCB board. And it is the most easiest, or I will make it easy for you. So breadboard, Vero and the PCB board, whichever you use, schematic remains the same. So let's get started with the schematics. So here we have our PIC16 FA777A. First thing, since internally PIC VCC and ground, you have 2 VCC and 2 ground on the PIC. They must be shorted. Before you do any other thing, you first place a PIC on the breadboard or the Vero or the PCB design. You first short the VCC pin and then you do same with the ground pin. You have to do this before doing anything else your PIC will not work. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to cut a female or the male header, whichever you prefer. I prefer a female one, male one, 6-pin male header, because PIC Kit has a female type. You can see that it has 6 pins and they are female type. The arrow points to the pin number 1. It will be connected on it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I suggest you get the female one, 6 pins for 6 pins. Then how to connect them with a PIC? Pin 1 will go to the MCLR pin. Pin 2 will go to the VCC pin, it's a power pin. Pin 3 will go to the ground pin, that PIC can provide power to the PIC. And pin 4 goes to the pin number 40, that's B7 or pin number 40. Pin 5 will go to the pin number 39, and pin 6 will go to the pin number 36. That's the total connection. Now before we get started, I told you that we need a resistor, capacitors and crystal. Let's connect them as well. So a 10K resistor will be connected in between pin number 1 and 11, or you can give 5 volt to the MCLR from anywhere, but the best way is to connect it here before you do any programming, etc., else your coding will not work. PIC will be read, PIC will be written, but programming will not work if you don't do this. The next thing is to connect the crystal. There is 2 oscillator pins, oscillator 1, oscillator 2. You place the crystal next to them. One pin of the crystal will go to the pin number 13, other pin will go to the pin number 14. So be advised that your crystal must not be like more than 2 centimeter away from the pick. So keep it close. Third thing, the two capacitors, place them next to the 16 megahertz crystal or any other crystal that you have. Connect one leg of the capacitor to the crystal's leg and connect the other leg with the other crystal's leg. Because capacitor has only two legs, one leg, see it again, one leg goes to the crystal, other one goes to the other capacitor, common them, and the other leg of the other capacitor goes to the other pin of the crystal, and then from the common you set it to the ground. These are the grounding capacitors. In this way our basic schematics is complete. Now you can program the PIC using PICkit. You can read, write, verify, you can do all the functions with the PICkit. So now first let's get to the breadboard. Suppose if you have a breadboard and you want to use a PIC on it, simply place a PIC on it, make 6 connections for the PICkit 3 to read and write, place your resistor, 10K resistor between pin number 1 and 11, crystal and 2 capacitors, and here you go. You can program it, you can use any other pin as you like. If you have a Vero board, just repeat exactly the same circuit using your soldering iron and also the soldering wire. Underneath there is no need of a jumper wire, as you can see in the figure. You don't need a jumper wire at all. On the breadboard you use jumper wire, but here you don't need any jumper wire. Just do the same as I am showing you in the figure. And on the Vero board you have to use female headers. Connect or cut a 40 pin long female header into two, like 20 pin each side. PIC has 20 pin on each side, so you just place them in front. So in this way you will have an Arduino type board. And for the ground, you simply extend ground from anywhere. This way whole wire will act as a ground. And for the power, do the same. This is your complete Vero board, Arduino type board. You can now use it like an Arduino. And if you have a PCB, then do exactly the same on the PCB as well. In my next video I will show you on Proteus how to make this PCB on how to make the design for the PCB without using any jumper wire, and it will be much easier for you. In the figure you can't see any jumper wire, you don't need any jumper wire. So guys, wait for the next video. I will upload the next video in which I will show the Proteus demonstration of this schematic, how to make your own Arduino type board for the PIC. This board is cheap, is your own made. You can embed it in any system. You don't have to place an Arduino. You can only make one board with tons of relays and other stuff. So it looks beautiful as well, and it also looks more professional than Arduino. So guys, I believe you learned something from my video. I will be very glad to get some comments or any questions from you. So guys, see you in the next videos. Have a nice day until then. Bye.